What are the alternatives if you don't want a church service, if you don't want to have your child baptised? Is there something else you can do to officially name your child? Well, an alternative growing in popularity is to have a naming ceremony, which makes sense. Lisa Siembab is a celebrant from Embrace the Day. They're based in Worcestershire and carry out naming ceremonies, among other ceremonies, in the West Midlands. And Lisa joins us now. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you. Did I get your name right?
You absolutely did. Very impressive.
Okay, lovely. Now, why would parents normally choose to have a naming ceremony rather than a christening?
The main reason that people would choose it is perhaps if they're not religious and if they don't want to follow a religious belief. By having a naming ceremony, they've got a lot more choice. We start from a blank page and build their script up gradually to build into a ceremony that's totally bespoke, so they can build in any elements that they would like. If they are, but sometimes one partner might be religious and the other isn't, so we can accommodate that. So sometimes you might have a religious reading, but there's not a religious focus of the whole ceremony, so it just provides a lot more choice for families.
I like that. And how popular is this?
It's definitely increasing. It's very popular. We did over 15 last year and we've got lots of bookings for this year. So yeah, it's definitely on the rise.
And what about the role of godparents, for example? We know we have those in a traditional baptism service. What, do you have something similar?
Absolutely. So it's a good time, a naming ceremony. Obviously, we're announcing the child, we're proclaiming the name, but it's also an ideal time for families to think about who they would like to support their child into adulthood. And absolutely, they can, at that point, appoint guide parents, as we often call them in the celebrant world. It's obviously up to the couple what they decide to call those people, sometimes supporting adults, sometimes godparents. But yeah, absolutely, that's a perfect time to do it.
And I'm guessing anybody listening that thinks this might be appealing, they should know that you can support them throughout the whole thing. I mean, starting with a blank page makes me feel slightly nervous.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That's our job. So we're there. We spend a lot of time with our clients getting to know them and understanding what makes them tick and their story as a family, because every family is different, and really getting under the skin of that family and helping them work through what they would like included. And often they'll come to you with no idea of what a naming, what they would like included. So we provide lots of resources and help them through that and help them write parent promises, which is another thing they can include. So the promises they want to make for their child. So absolutely, they're supported.
Yeah. Oh, good to know. And it's not just naming ceremonies that you're involved in either.
No, we do weddings. We do a lot of weddings. We do renewal of vows. So yeah, we hold a full complement. We don't do funerals. So a lot of celebrants do, but we just want the happy stuff, really.
Okay.
So yeah.
And when it comes to a wedding, is there any sort of religion involved in that? Is there any mention of God, or is it just like a joining ceremony?
It's a non-religious, so it's a celebration of their wedding. So it's non-legal. It's not religious. It can be. We can always add in religious accents if that's what the couple would want. But it's very, very much personal choice and the bespoke elements. So it's what the couple would want.
So they would have to have a some sort of registry office officialing.
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to have it legally marked, their wedding, they would need to go and do that.
And what sort of venues do you have these ceremonies in?
So absolutely anywhere. That's the beauty of a celebrant, basically.
Right.
There's no restriction at all. There's no legal, if we're talking about a naming process, there's no legal standing for that. So that can literally be anywhere. Naming ceremonies are often in community halls or hotels or even in gardens or people's homes. Weddings tend to be more in sort of like stately style hotels, but anywhere really, on the beach.
I like the sound
on a
of
boat.
That. On a boat as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
So it's a lot of freedom involved in these
Absolutely,
ceremonies.
and that's the key word really, choice, freedom, personalisation.
Okay, where can we find you, Lisa?
So we're online at www.embracetheday.co.uk. We're based in Alfchurch, but we cover the whole of Worcestershire, Warwickshire, West Midlands and national, and we also do international weddings when we're lucky enough to be invited abroad.
Yes, those kind of nice, I guess.
They are, yeah. It's nice when you pick up the phone and we've got one actually in Austria coming up. Oh. So yeah, it's a nice gift.
Yes, lovely stuff. Well, it's really nice to meet you, Lisa, and hear about some of the other options, because I know it can be quite a difficult thing, especially if there's pressure from other members of the family to have a ceremony or a service, if you don't want to go to a church.
Absolutely, and actually I came under similar pressure myself.
Right.
I'm non-religious, but my partner, my husband, is Catholic, and it's difficult. So we had a naming ceremony, but we're able to include, an accent, a religious accent for his family, and it's a way of pleasing everybody.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah, keeping them all happy. I like it, Lisa. Thank you very much.
Lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
Lisa Siembab there, who is a celebrant from Embrace the Day
on BBC.